up, fam? Coach Rye, Team Flex, you are on the very first episode of Gainz O. This is my Q&A series where I'm going to cover your most common questions that I get all the time. I'm going to cover 10 of those. And then I'm going to take 10 questions from the audience, 10 questions from all you out there. I've preloaded it on Instagram and stuff like that. You can always send me questions, by the way. We're going to answer some of those too. And then basically this is just a cool Q&A series to get all your questions answered for you, because TikTok, it's Gainz O. All right, and here we are. First episode, fam. Please make sure you subscribe. We'll be back every single Friday. More of these all the time. Constant opportunities to learn more stuff for free. This is my value add to you, the audience. I just want to give back. Been doing this coaching thing for a long time. Got a lot of knowledge, and honestly, I forget how much stuff I know sometimes and how much it can benefit some of you out there. So I really want to cover it, take your questions, get you some answers, help you get your results. Please share the video if you get anything out of it. Thanks again for being here. It is Gainz O. First things first, what I want to talk about. First question we got is, how long does it take to notice results? And this is one of mine. I added this in. Okay, I'm going to go through my 10 questions first that are basically just the most common ones I get. I'm kind of collectively just keep paying attention to the questions I'm getting every week, every other week, every month, whatever, and kind of compile them for you. I get this question all the time. And the reason this question comes up is because people come out of wherever, they sign up for my coaching or someone on the team, one of my other coaches is coaching, etc., and they wonder how long it takes to get results. I also get this question randomly from people in DMs and stuff, so people just want to know all the time, hey, what do I have to do to actually get results? And the answer is, it takes, probably a month for you to notice something going on within yourself. And a lot of people right out the gate be like, what? I don't want to hear that. No. Well, I'll tell you two different answers for this, okay? Because results happen as soon as you go to the gym. If you sign up for a new goal, you got a new plan, you go get a training program, your results are going to come right as you go to the gym. Because you just took a step in the right direction. No matter what, if you keep doing that, you're going to get results, okay? Consistency brings results every time. As far as actually, everybody doesn't like the Coach Rye answer to that. When am I going to see the difference? When am I going to feel the difference? When is the difference going to be there? Well, it's probably at least 4 weeks away. And what I mean by that is for you to have a seriously noticeable difference, it's going to take that amount of time. And the reason is, you're in your body 24/7. Literally 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You're in your body. You're looking at yourself. You see yourself. You're in every mirror you go by. You're in the shower or whatever. You're seeing yourself all the time. So for you to notice changes, it doesn't happen that overnight. When you look back, you'll notice all the time. I dare you right now, go look at yourself, a picture of yourself 6 months ago or a year ago or 5 years ago, and you'd be like, whoa, I look way different. But in your brain, I guarantee you didn't know that until you saw it. You didn't know until you actually looked back, right? And so what you got to make sure you do is that you understand that, hey, you're going to have to commit to the process and be consistent and be okay with not seeing results right away, because you're realistically not until they're so dramatic that you don't even know what's going on. So I'd say, honestly, 4 to 12 weeks before you see some serious changes. You're going to see micro changes as you go, right? You're going to see changes in your measurements. You're going to see changes on the scale. You're going to see changes for sure every week. You should be, and don't get me wrong, you're going to be up and down and all around. Your body will fluctuate. It's about the trend over time, okay? As coaches, we don't look at the 7 day and be like, oh, well, it's time to change everything. They didn't lose any weight. No, we're looking at the trend over time. If you've gone 4 weeks and you're stuck, maybe we'd start looking at something. If you've gone 8 weeks and something's not happening, okay, we'll start mixing it up more. But you got to get consistency in the body. You got to let things adapt. You got to let yourself go through it so you actually know what's working, what's not, where you're kind of heading. And so with that, I'd say 4 to 12 weeks to notice serious results. Other people will notice them faster than you. So you'll start getting random comments from your friends or, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, whatever, that say, hey, you're looking good, you're looking a little different, you're getting skinnier, you're building muscle. People will notice before you. And it goes back to what I said. And if you have a coach, they'll probably tell you they notice changes in you. It comes back to the fact that, guess what? You are in your body 24/7. So if you're in your body 24/7, you got to understand that you're not going to see everything all the time. And as much as I say this, I've said this 6 times in the past minute answering this, you will still not get it, I know. So fam, please just adapt to the process, be consistent, understand no matter what approach you're following, even if it doesn't work for you, fully invest yourself enough time to understand that. Because there are going to be approaches and coaches and things that won't work, but you got to give it enough effort and enough time to see if it actually does or not before you can just jump off it, try something else. Don't be the person that tries 1,000 things and never gets good at one thing. All right? Next, question number 2. Remember, we're doing 10 of these, my pick, 10 of the others, okay? So if I mess up a day of eating or I miss the gym, am I doomed? And I said doomed because, I'm just using a generic term. The answer is no. I'm going to keep this answer short and simple. If you fuck up a day of macros, shit happens. If you miss the gym, shit happens. Here's what we don't want to happen tomorrow. Shit. We don't want shit to happen tomorrow. We want to make sure that we take the day back. So if we missed one day, something happened, you overate, you went out and you had a meal and you didn't realize the macros were wrong for what you thought they were, you got too busy and you had to miss the gym, guess what? That's life. This is what happens. This is about a lifestyle. It's not about being at the damn gym or eating your meals to a T every single day. It's about longevity in life and understanding that not every day is going to be perfect. So what you got to do then is you got to understand that, hey, it's cool if I had a day. It's cool. It's not my favorite, but I had a day. Tomorrow I'm not going to have another fucking bad day. I'm going to make sure I'm on my shit. So you take that time that you missed that day and plan extra hard for tomorrow to make sure you will do good with your macros. You will get to the gym. And guess what? Get right back on track. Don't try to make it up. Don't try to, eat less the next day or eat more or go do an extra workout. Move on. Be successful with the next day. Move forward and you're going to be just fine. That's important to note. Please take note of that. All right? Question number 3, and please make sure you subscribe if you haven't yet, coming again next Friday. How many meals do I need to eat per day? A lot of questions about nutrition. This is one I get all the time. How many meals do I need to eat per day for my goals? And the answer is simple, short and simple, okay? You really don't have to eat any specific number of meals. You got to eat the number of meals that's going to work for you. All right? And so, some people like 4, 5, 6 meals a day. Great. Some people like 3. Some people can only have 2. Guess what happens with all these? They're all going to work for you as long as you hit your goals. You hit your macro goals. So if you got your proteins, your carbs, your fats, and fibers, and you're going to get them all in, it doesn't matter if you do it in 3 or 6 meals, you're good to go. Okay? You got to fit your meals for your lifestyle. This is something I say all the time, and I don't think people know what this means. You can't be forcing yourself to find a closet at work while you're working and scarf down a meal out of a Tupperware. You got to make these things work for you. Make the fitness lifestyle work for you. Don't work for the fitness lifestyle. And so hit your macros in whatever meals work. Plan out for success. Whatever you're going to be most consistent with will provide results, fam. So remember that. Next, number 4. Does meal timing actually matter? It's very much the same answer. I kind of just want to throw that in there because it's another way to frame that question. Does meal timing matter? And this means people ask me this all the time. Hey, I missed my, my dinner. I had to work extra. I got a flat tire or something. I'm freaking out. I don't want to eat my carbs past 8 because I know it'll go straight to fat. What? No, they won't. No, they won't. No, they won't, fam. If you eat any of your nutrients at any point in time, as long as they equate to the end daily totals of your macros that we just talked about, your proteins, your carbs, your fats, your fibers, as long as it all adds up at the end of the day, we're good. When your head hits that pillow and you go to sleep, we're good. Get your meals in. Get your macros in. Don't matter when. What I always say is there's no little fairy inside your stomach, right? That's sitting there and it says, oh, you know what? We just detected carbs. Ryan just ate some carbs. It is actually 8:03. So we're, instead of going to shuttling that stuff for muscle building, we're going to actually send that straight to his fat stores. We're going to use that for fat because it's past 8 o'clock. Doesn't happen, fam. Please don't fall for this bullshit. It's bullshit. Just get your macros in. Be consistent. You will get results. Number 5, how important is posing in bikini? Bodybuilding bikini. This is a question I get all the time. People way underestimate the value of their posing. Posing is the number one thing right now. Posing and presentation and having stage presence and being out there is the number one thing. Because here's the thing. You can be the best dieter. You can train the hardest. If you're the worst poser, you're going to lose every time. So you really got to make sure that as a competitor, you dedicate your time to posing and to learning your routine and knowing your angles and knowing what works best for you. Make sure you get a posing coach. Go to teamflex.com, teamfflex.com if you want some free resources on posing that can help you get started. Because seriously, posing is the number one thing. Please do not be the person that competes and, diets for 6 months or does whatever and they look great and they're in a really awesome physique, but they don't know how to pose and they're not going to do well. Don't be that person. Make sure you handle your shit. Make sure you know how to pose. Make sure you know how to make your physique look the best. It is the most important thing you could possibly do in the sport of bodybuilding, period. All right? Number 6. Should I feel dead after my workouts? And this question comes up because people ask me this all the time, like, hey, I did my workout today and I didn't feel like I did enough. I wanted to add more. I should have done more. And in reality, here's the thing. You probably didn't need to do more. You probably need to do what you were supposed to do better. Okay? And what I mean by this is a lot of people want to, if they start a program, any program, maybe you pulled one off the internet or you got a coach or whatever, you think you can add to it and do more, and that's going to help you get to your goals faster, when in reality, it just hinders you. It just holds you back. You're not going to get your goals done faster by doing more. You're going to get your goals done faster by doing what you were supposed to be doing to the absolute max. So, should you be dead after your workouts? No. If you did a proper training session, you should feel like you trained. Like, you should feel, oh yeah, my muscles, they're feeling it, they're a little tired, but you're not dead. If you're dead, if you want to be dead, do this, okay? If you want to be dead every workout you do, go to the gym, 60 minutes, set the timer, do only burpees. You will be fucking dead. I guarantee you, you'll feel dead. You'll be like needing a wheelchair all week, but you won't be any closer to your goals, okay? So what you need to do is stick to your plan, do better, understand that, hey, guess what? Maybe you're not supposed to feel dead at the end of every workout because tomorrow you got to work out again. And you need the energy stores all week as opposed to nothing. Or maybe you don't want to be passing out at work because you're so tired from leg day. All right, so important to note that. You should not feel dead after your workouts. If you're trained properly, you should feel well worked, and that's about as much as it gets. Next, okay. Number 7, what is a good improvement season time frame? And I'll get straight to the point. The improvement season time frame depends on your feedback from the judges and your current physique. And what this means is improvement season is 2 things, right? Like, you're either getting ready for a stage, like getting ready to do your first prep, or you've done a show and now you want to do another one. And so you're trying to make the improvements to your physique. So if you're the beginner and you've never done a show, you got to look at where you're at and have a coach or somebody like that assess you and tell you kind of, hey, here's how long it's going to be. We got to do this. We need to build this amount of muscle first based on where you're at, and then we need to diet in. So it's going to be about X, Y, and Z amount of time. Right? There's no like generic answer for this. It's all custom. It's all individual. That's what you need to work on. That's how I have always done coaching. That's what I believe in. But if you're going, from a show that you just did and wanting to do another, or like go to nationals and try to get a pro card, or you're at pro shows, get your feedback from the judges and see what they say. See what they tell you. They're not going to tell you timelines for an improvement season, but they'll say, hey, you know what? You need to actually build significantly more shoulder muscle. We need to see a lot more lats. We need your legs to be more well-rounded. If they say stuff like that, that's muscle building. Muscle building takes time. So it's going to be a sequence of time, right? And a lot of people that compete at very high levels, they do very few shows a year because they're otherwise in improvement phase, building muscle. And so what you got to do is you got to look at your physique, take the feedback from the judges, listen to your coach, and do what you are supposed to do during that time. Don't try to shortchange the process or rush yourself to the stage or something like that. Okay. Can I this is another one that I get all the time, can I just do more cardio and eat less to get results faster? This is mainly for weight loss clients, right? Or even competitors, people that think, hey, you know what, I want to lose weight faster than I am. Can I just do more cardio? Can I eat less food? And I will get there. The answer is yeah. If you want to achieve a weight loss faster, there's a lot of ways you could do it. You could literally fucking take a chainsaw out, cut your leg off. You'll lose a lot of weight real quick. Doesn't make it the right way to do things, right? Like, parental advisory, do not fucking do that, by the way. Anyone watching this video, please don't think that that's how you're going to lose weight. But, the point is, people will do a lot of dumb shit to try to lose weight fast. And in reality, any weight loss fast is never smart. Because if you want long-term weight loss, you do what the sustainable approach is. You do the long-term approach. You do the one that's going to lead you from where you are now to where you want to be and keep you in that spot, okay? So make sure that you do not try to always go for the shortest route. You'll notice oftentimes the people that do the shortest routes are the ones that rebound more weight, and they're the ones that rebound more body fat. People are like, hey, you know what, I'm eating 6,000 calories a day, but I'm going to go to 1,000 so I can lose 10 pounds a week. They're going to be, gaining 50 pounds by the end of the year because they're going to mess up their metabolism, their hormones, and everything else. So don't do more. Don't try to do more. Don't eat less. Don't do more cardio. Do what you're supposed to do. If you got a coach, listen to your coach. If you don't, get a coach. Okay? I tell you this all the time. If you want the shortcuts, get a coach. That's it. Put your money where your mouth is. If you want results, go get results. Like, you don't fix your car when your shit breaks because you don't know how to do it. Some of you do, but most of you don't. And so you go to a mechanic. Well, you got a mechanic for your body too, and the trainers and coaches. So get yourself one of those if you're one of the people that are trying to do this the fastest way, the most long-term sustainable way where you can actually keep the results, okay? That's what we do at teamflex.com, by the way. All right? Boom. All right, we're almost there. 9. Is counting macros hard and time consuming? In other words, isn't counting, like, that's what I get all the time. That's what I hear from people. When I'm telling them, hey, here's how the training's going to work, here's how your plans are going to work, and they're always like, oh, but tracking every food, isn't that hard? Isn't that time consuming? No. That's it. It's the end of the answer. Straight up, no, it's not. It's really not. Once you get in the groove, most people eat the same stuff. Once you start doing this, you're eating the same stuff. It's so easy. It takes you less than probably 5 minutes a day to do this. And that's it. Because in reality, you know, all you have to do most of the time is scan a food in. There's barcodes on everything. Your phone scans them. If you got a tracking app like MyFitnessPal, you scan it, boom, you're in. Done. It's tracked. It's done. That's it. Like, you could go to a restaurant, look up the thing you're eating, punch it, click it, done. It's in. So, like, I don't know. I think people are just lazy when that comes up. And I hear that all the time, every week, multiple times. Like, it's going to be too time-consuming, isn't it? So time. No, it's not. No, it's not. You know what's time-consuming? Wasting your fucking time with all these fad diets that won't work. Do the damn macros. Track the damn macros. Get results. Okay? Number 10, and then we're moving to the thing, you know, the audience questions right here for you. What is my opinion on vegan bodybuilding? Can it be done? And this was actually partially a fan question, partially a question I get all the time, so I want to throw it in. Vegan bodybuilding, yes, can be done. I train vegan pro bodybuilding athletes, figure competitors, men's physique, you know, stuff like this. And yes, it can be done. You have to know that you need to do different macros. Your macros will be different. You're going to have to make sure you're getting a lot of, you know, micronutrients and everything else. You got to make sure your diet's set up correctly, but you have to do that with any diet you do. Vegan diet and plant-based, you know, meals in general are going to be different types of macros than everything else simply because they have more carbs and, you know, other things like that. Your body will actually assimilate protein better, so you need different amounts of protein, etc. And so the point is, yes, can be done. Vegan bodybuilding absolutely can be done. There's a lot of people doing a lot of stuff with vegan bodybuilding now. It is really blown up. There's a lot of them out there. You can definitely do it. You can be successful with it, and you can enjoy the process of it. In reality, here's the truth about all this. You can do whatever you can be most consistent with. Whatever you like to do, whatever's going to work for you. If you like vegan eating, if you like the whole idea behind the plant-based, if you want to do it and you enjoy it, well, guess what? Why can't you lift some weights and be a bodybuilder too? Next, fam, right here, we're moving to fan questions. Fan questions right here. So, this question is from Daphne. What are common peak week mistakes? Okay, common peak week mistakes are changing everything in peak week, thinking a unicorn's going to pop out your ass, and now you're going to peak into your physique. Peak week should be the easiest week of your prep, and most coaches, most athletes make it the hardest. They make it the hardest week of prep because they stress themselves out. They try to change things. They do carb loading, water depleting, diuretics, all this other garbage that's just not good for you. And then they change the whole food diet up. I've heard of like things like the mermaid diet where you eat only fish for like the last 2 weeks of your prep. Insane stuff. All that's mistakes. Changing anything in your peak week dramatically is a mistake, no matter what. Because guess what? Your body loves homeostasis. It loves where it's at. It wants to perform its best. So if you want it to be its best on stage, that means you let it be in the environment it's been in. If you've been doing things right, you don't need no magical peak week, and you're not going to get one even if you need one. A lot of people think, hey, I got to drop water, so I should do all this. You're probably just too fat, straight up. That's it. You probably just need to do a better prep next time, all right? So that is a common peak week mistake, and you got to make sure that you are handling that. Don't be changing crazy shit in peak week, fam. I'll tell you right now. Go to my website, teamflex.com/peak week, if you want to learn more stuff about peak week and how it can make you better, all right? What is creatine and how does it work? This is from Adam. Creatine is a supplement you can get. It's also in food. It is just another type of basically a way to help your body retain more water in the muscle cells. Okay, and so what I mean by this is A lot of people use this for muscle building and things like that because it helps your body absorb more water into the muscle, which helps your body better synthesize protein, helps you build better muscle. In reality, that's what it does. It's just another compound, another supplement out there for you guys. It is a good one. You don't probably need it if you eat a lot of things like, steak and other red meats and stuff. There's a lot of it in there. If you do want to take it, make sure you get a high quality one. This is why I always tell people, because a lot of people I coach want to take it from time to time. It's good. Yeah, sure. It'll help you build muscle a little bit, but you need to make sure that you got a high quality one, because otherwise you're just kind of wasting your time, wasting your money. Not a good way to go about it. People always ask about the water retention too, so I'll go into that for a sec. Yeah, you will retain water, but it's going to be in your muscle cells for the most part. And so after the loading phase of creatine and doing all that, you'll hold mainly the water in your muscles, which last time I checked was a good thing. It'll help you build, it'll help you stay full, and then obviously when you stop taking it, you'll have that drop off. All right, so next question. Is it possible to work out at home and get results? From Brenda. Yes, Brenda, it is possible to work out at home and get results. I train a ton of people that work out at home. Team Flex in general, the coaches, we coach people that work out at home, and you can get great results, okay? And you don't need to go to a gym with fancy machines and all that equipment to get results. Oftentimes, the best results come from doing free weights. So if you can get yourself some dumbbells, you can get yourself, some maybe a barbell if you wanted to, you pretty much set. You can do a lot with that and just your body. Some people I've literally coached for a long time, like years, and they're doing just body weight stuff at home, and they have great results, calisthenic type stuff, whatever. They have great results. You can get results doing anything that you can be consistent with. And for some people, they don't want to go to the gym, they don't have time, or they just don't want to get the membership, whatever. They just prefer working at home. You can definitely do it. So yes, it is possible. You just need to know what plan you need to do, and if that plan is going to take you from where you are to where you want to be. And if that plan will do it, then you're good to go, fam. All right, so there you go, Brenda. Hope that helps. Next one here. Are machines good to use in the gym? Free weights tend to scare me. Didn't get a name from whoever sent this one in. But, yeah, it's free weights are better. I kind of just said that in the last answer. Free weights are going to be better for you than machines. Machines are great too. You can utilize them for sure in your training, but they put you on a specific path, right? So like let's say you're doing a chest press. The machine only goes on one path. It can't like move over here or whatever. It's like straight out, straight up, straight shoulders, rows, everything. All the machine-based stuff has a specific path. It's only one way that you can do it. And so it's not as ideal because it puts your body into a very static environment when your body's dynamic, your body wants to move, right? So like, let's say you were to do that same chest press on a bench, well, you can bring the bar over here, you can go over here, the stabilizers are working, you're getting a lot more work doing free weights. So blend it in, do both. If free weights tend to scare you, start light and just work your way up, learn the form, maybe get a trainer or something like that to help you learn the stuff so that you can feel comfortable enough to do it. So hopefully that will help you there. What is a good beginner supplement stack? From Michael. Beginner supplement stack, you don't need one. That's what I would say right out the gate. Get yourself a good training and nutrition program. That's what you need to be following, a good program for lifting weights and a good program for nutrition. Supplements are the last 10% of anything you need to worry about. If you do want to get supplements, here's two I'll give you. Protein can help a lot of people. People like to have protein, especially if they have high protein goals. A shake is the easy way to do it. Do the same thing with a protein bar. And multivitamins. That's about as far as I go for suggesting things. I'm not a huge fan on the BCAAs and all that bullshit. Pre-workout's good. You could get some pre-workout if you want to, caffeine boost, you're tired or whatever. But you can get the same kind of thing from coffee. So in the beginning, I think it's important. You're saying beginner, so you are in the beginning. It's important to get the training and the nutrition right first before you take too much confidence in any of these pills and powders. Next, this one's from Veronica here. If I want to take a break from stimulant pre-workout, how long should my break be? Great question. Stimulant pre-workout will tax you. It'll make you tired. It's going to wear out, your adrenals or whatever, and you might start to lose. It'll lose its effect. You'll notice that you took half a scoop in the beginning. Now you're taking 2.5 to get the same effect. And what happens is your body just adapts to stimulants, just like this with the coffee, right? Like the more coffee you drink, the more you can drink. Like I could drink this and go to bed. That's the way it is. So if you want to take a break from stimulants, you need a considerable amount of time to really notice effect. But it will be a lot different when you come back. Like when you start, if you start taking it again, you will have way different experience with it. You need to start off basically as a newbie because your body will not be used to it. But basically, timeline-wise, if you want a generic type number, 3 to 6 months would be a good type of break to, give your body time, in other words, to kind of regulate and be off the stuff and have, when you come back, be able to reignite it for you. Next, this one's from Jessica. Been getting bad muscle cramps in the gym during training. Any ideas? I would say right at the gate, you're probably dehydrated. Dehydration is the number one thing for people that are getting cramps, muscle cramps and things like that in the gym. You're probably not getting enough water. Make sure you're drinking enough water around the time you're in the gym. Make sure you're sipping on water between sets. Huge advantage for you to sip on water between sets. Don't worry about any of these fancy pills or powders or teas or whatever that are going to hydrate you. Stick with water. Get the water in. Another bonus, if you want some bonus, put a pinch of like sea salt or Himalayan pink salt into your water. It'll help you hydrate faster, help you keep hydrated. And that should definitely help you with any of those muscle cramps you're experiencing. And let me know if that doesn't work. Next, this one is from Ashley. I'm super skinny and want to build muscle quick. I haven't started anything yet. Where do I start? Well, you got to start with lifting weights, and you got to start with eating the right way. So you need to have a caloric surplus. You got to have your calories into a caloric surplus. And if you don't know what a caloric surplus means, you got to eat more calories than you are right now, pretty much, to build muscle. You can only build muscle in a caloric surplus, and that's the only way to get it done. So there's no other way around it. Got to do that. You also need to have a training program. If you want to start building muscle, you need to be training, the compound movements, the pulls, the deadlifts, the squats, the presses, stuff like that that's going to hit your body all at once so that you can start building muscle. Proper training with proper recovery coupled with proper nutrition will get you results. And that is going to be the quickest way to do it. You really got to train hard, eat right, and rest otherwise, and you will grow. And that's kind of the formula for it there. So, boom. Last one here, fam. Last one on Gainz O Q&A. What we're talking about is how much cardio should a competitor be doing 10 weeks out. This is from Rachel. Rachel, 10 weeks out, competitor doing cardio. You got to be doing what is right for your physique. Everybody is different. Every single person's different. Where you're going to be at 10 weeks out will be different too. So you need to know, I'll tell you some things. You shouldn't be doing nothing like 2 hours or anything like that. That's one of the things I hear. And I'm feeling like as you're asking me that, that's probably because you're in that spot. But yeah, you should not be doing a ton of cardio that far out. You should not be doing a ton of cardio, period. If you're doing, the diet, the prep right, if you're doing the training right, I'm assuming, bikini figure, whatever you're in, then if you got your nutrition and your training right, that's the bulk of your results right there. So doing too much cardio is not going to help you. It's just going to hurt you in the long run. So I would definitely advise that you, for one, understand that cardio needs to be custom for you and your physique and where you're at. And then also don't do too much of it. Okay, that's what I would say. 10 weeks out. Other than that, I can't give you anything other than that because I don't know who you are, where you are in your physique, or where you're going to be at your show, anything like that. So you got to understand those things, and hopefully that helps you. All right, you guys, thanks for watching. All right, guys, thanks for watching. That's the end of Gainz O, the first episode. Again, this is the show where I'm going over everything that's going to help you get where you want to be, answering your questions, going over some of my most common questions, and getting you ahead of the game, really, of trial and error, skipping some of the failure. You can learn from other people. You can learn from me. Please submit your questions. Please make sure you subscribe to the channel. I got this coming at you every single Friday. We'll be doing the same thing. We'll be covering new questions. And if you got anything out of this or you think it'd be helpful for any of your followers, please share it. Thank you for watching. Coach Rye is out.